You ready, Yolanda? Excellent. So, Yolanda, you're going to take 1 minute to tell us all about your inspiration and introduce your cocktail.
My name is Yolanda, and name my cocktail is New Riff on Reality. And first of all, thank you for sharing this moment with us. It's inspiration in itself that you're here this afternoon. My cocktail is going to have the Real Strawberry, in addition to the New Riff Bonnet and Barrel Rye as well. And I made a homemade clarified rhubarb basil cordial. And the color of my cocktail will represent strength and resistance, which is a color in the Black community, and I always want to be represented. I want to be hopefully inspiration for other minority bartenders, women of color. I want to say a shout out to USBG for changing my life this past year. Shout out to the USBG Cleveland chapter for helping me out in Portugal. And thank you, Bobby Dad. Thank you. Let's have some fun.
Thank you very much, Yolanda.
Let's get the timer reset to 7 minutes if we can. Yolanda, I'll give you the same advice that I gave every other competitor. You'll be a countdown timer here. It is not the official timer. Clark is the official timer, but this will give you a rough estimate if you need to know where you're at. You ready to go? Clark, are you ready, sir? Crowd, are you ready? I love more and more people coming over. The louder you are, the more people will come over. Do me one of a favor. Just make some noise. They put us upstairs today, so let's be loud in 3, 2, 1. Yolanda icing down her glassware with those Hoshiaki 1x1 ice cubes. Her cocktail, the New Riff on Reality. Oh, I see what you did there. I like that. Lime juice, Real Exotic Strawberry. There it is. Smart competitor again, icing down her tins, making sure her tools are properly chilled to make that perfect cocktail. Stirring her juices, because the longer the juices sit, the sediments kind of go down there. So she gives it a quick little stir, so when she properly pours it, everything's mixed in appropriately. Presentation of Real syrups, we're going to learn about it a little bit later. Great product, the strawberry, which they actually source their strawberries from Washington. They go across the world to get the best ingredients for their cocktails. Their mangoes they get from India, their passion fruit they get from Guam. It is a really quality product, and I encourage you to try it. Presentation of the New Riff, label out, giving proper respect and due respect to our lovely sponsors today. If you see Tony looking intently right now, she's pouring the jigger and trying not to spill, and she's handling it like a champ. You can applaud for that. Very nice. New Riff, Real ingredients. Thank you for your support. Yolanda, you're halfway through your routine. Very nice. Now what you notice is a properly trained bartender right here. If you notice in the bottom of those glassware, you get a little bit of water in there. So if you ever pour a cocktail and you see like a little bit of clearness in the bottom and then the cocktail on top of it, that's all water there. So as a properly trained bartender, she's taking that water out to make sure the cocktail tastes perfect for you and perfect for the judges. And this is the time you applaud. When they shake, you clap. Doing a smart double shake, utilizing two hands. One of my opinions of bartenders, I really feel like you're not a proper bartender until you can use two hands and make a proper handshake and daiquiri. She's using a fine mesh strainer right there. What that's gonna do is make sure all those little particles and imperfections of the ice and anything in the cocktail stay out of the cocktail and only the goodness goes in the glass. Write that down, that was pretty good. Presenting to the judges and the audience that there's nothing left in her cocktail, so she poured the correct amount. Looking for those perfect levels where all four of those cocktails have that same wash line. Very hard to do normally, let alone under a stressful situation like this. There's that smile. There's that smile. Oh, baby, if you let me, I can help you out with all of that. Girl, let me love you, and I will love you until you learn to love yourself. Girl, let me love you. Very nice, Yolanda. She's wiping down the bar to make sure everything looks clean. So what that is depending where you call it an EC or an ISI, you've probably seen it at Starbucks using foams or whipped cream. Bartenders, we like to have a little fun with that. So inside that, 1 minute, Yolanda, inside there is some goodness of her strawberry rhubarb basil foam. It's gonna add texture. It's gonna add complexity to the cocktail. It's gonna give it a vibrant look to it, and it's gonna smell delicious. Utilizing a beautiful garnish she did in her 15-minute garnish time. But to me, the garnish should tell the story of the cocktail. I should be able to look at the cocktail 30 seconds and be able to see and be able to know something about the cocktail in the story just from looking at the garnish. Taking the time to make sure everything is perfect. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Yolanda Gregg. And I love the little shout out. If you look on her napkin, the cocktail's a new riff on reality, a little added touch to the sponsors. Thank you, Yolanda Gregg. Let's bring up the cocktail runners. Yolanda, I'm gonna pull you this side over here. Come here, girl. Come here, girl. Oh, so proud of you. Let's get over here and do a little. Yolanda, you're no stranger to the stage. You've been here last year. Tell us how your journey has changed from when you were on the stage last year to where you're at now.
Well, I'm glad you asked me that question. If you watched the video from last year, it might be a little bit different. I've been doing a lot of competitions, and I see some Charlotte, North Carolina people in the audience right now. Thank you for being here. It's some familiar faces. I love this bartender community, by the way. Again, the USBG organization has pushed me so much. I get chills, like I'm gonna cry, because I am such a better bartender than I was last year. And I'm gonna continue to learn. I'm learning so many things right now. I met so many people, not only in the United States, I have friends all over the world now. And I'm very thankful because of this beautiful organization of USBG. I really appreciate it. I did have some spills, but I did have some fun up here. And I made some new friends, some friends with Rob, Tony. I really appreciate everybody. This is truly a gift. I'm glad I get to share this with you all. Thank you so much.
This is truly a loving family. Oh my God, you look like you're gonna cry. It's a loving family. We support each other. We have group chats. When you come into town, you have a couch to crash on, a new best friend. Now, Yolanda, we talked about your journey, but let me ask you this. You travel, you get to meet new people, but in your life, had you ever realized that you are now making cocktails that are important to you, but in front of important people like Mr. Dale DeGroff down here, the king of the cocktails? If you don't know this man, go introduce yourself. The level of cocktails will not be where we're at without this man. He started the trend back in the mid-'80s to where it is now. Fresh ingredients, quality techniques, amazing, and ask him about the Cosmopolitan. Yolanda, question for you. I see you're dressed up in red in this tie, and we got matching ties, and you got these pins. What does that mean for people out here that don't know what that is?
This is a guild uniform. Last year, I earned my first USBG tie from this competition last year. The USBG chapter has been around for many years, I think 50 plus years. It's a sense of community, sense of friendship. We learn from each other a lot. But this is like my guild uniform. And I love the color red. It's a good color on me, so. But here you go. And I have my USBG coin. I gave all my pins away in Portugal. So.
Are you throwing down your coin?
Oh, what? What? Oh, there you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Yolanda Gregg.
Thank you.